Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hellenic Community Centre here in London, Ontario for a clash between FC London and Tecumseh SC. I'm your host, Amel, Alic, and today it's going to be a great match today. We've got one of the top teams in the league in London FC, and we've got the national anthem right here. And with that concluding the national anthem, we have the captains meeting up in the center of the field with the referees to discuss the rules of the game. Today, with your starting lineups for FC London, we have number 9, Captain Jade Kovacevic. We have in goal, number 00, Emily Gillett. Number 3, Kayla McQueen. Number 7, Megan Scott. Number 8, Daniela Strano. Number 10, Chelsea Zavitz, my apologies. Number 11, Nicole Nielsen. Number 16, Madeline Mackenzie. Number 17, Brianna Garcia. Number 4, Julia Benatti. And number 21, Robin Scott. And moving on to Tecumseh SC, their starting lineups for today. We have number 0, Lauren Yellner playing in net. We've got number 2, Lauren Hogterp. Number 3, Jade Samping. Number 5, Brooke McLeod. Number 8, Elizabeth Elliott. Number 11, Aislinn Esabra. Number 13, Kile Briand. Number 15, Katarina Campana. Number 18, Katarina Ikavadis. Number 20, Alexa Mognan. And number 21, Natalie Hogterp. And as you see, FC London here just getting a quick little huddle in before the game. We're about 30 seconds away from kickoff, and it's going to be a great game today. I'm excited to see what both teams can come out, with London being top of the league with 4 games undefeated, collecting about 14 points there. And it's Tecumseh SC's first season in the league, so they're a great new team, new addition to the league, and we're excited to see what they can provide for the league. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the starting whistle with Chelsea Kravitz starting us off. Ball played over the top to Jade Kovacevic. Brings it down with a beautiful touch. Skips in between 2 defenders, and Zavitz on the ball here on the left side. My apologies. Strano now on the ball. Mackenzie loses it to the defender. And a foul called with the first stoppage of the game. Free kick just inside of the FC London half. Nicole Hogterp, one of the 2 Hogterp sisters on the team, here to take the free kick. Low ball driven to the right feet to the right side. Number 21, Natalie Hogterp, her sister's on the field, and the ball goes out of play for a goal kick.
Good try. Not on TV. It wasn't on.
And here we have Emily Gillett playing the ball out from the back, playing it to her defender. Now Natalie Strano on the ball. Strano taking a touch upfield. Looks to get the ball into the midfield. Nielsen on the ball, battling with the defender. Kovacevic chopping her down, getting the ball and bringing it upfield. Takes on 2 defenders, cuts in between them. She's gone all the way. Ladies, she shoots and she scores! Jade Kovacevic, a minute and 40 seconds into the game, has pulled ahead for FC London. What a great display of finesse and a great skill for the touches to get around the defenders. As you can see here, the defender tries to play it back and loses it out to Kovacevic. She takes it on her left, takes a touch, brings it upfield, cuts in between the 2 defenders there, cuts inside into the 16-yard box and finishes nicely with her right foot. Bottom left corner, beautiful finish. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you start a game off on the right foot. Now we have Tecumseh SC trying to get back into the game.
Score number 9, Jade Kovacevic. Will score in the 3rd minute.
Ball goes out off of the FC London player. Out for a Tecumseh SC throw. Taken in, beautiful touch by the attacker there, bringing it back to the defense, trying to slow the game down. Cut out by the defender there. Ball goes out for an FC London throw. Great touch by Kayla McQueen. Strano looking to connect with one of her teammates, but isn't able to find the ball. Plays it back to her counterpart. Megan Scott now on the ball. Passes it over to Strano. FC London, since scoring the first goal of the game, has wanted to slow the game down just a tiny bit, just to ease the nerves. Miscommunication in the midfield, picked up by the number 18, Katarina Vakovitis. Played back to Emily Gillett from Strano. Great touch by Robin Scott on the left backside. Great turn by the number 4. Julie Benatti's taken on 3 defenders and been able to get past them, but the pass is intercepted by the number 5, Brooke McLeod. Pass gets between 2 defenders, but is stopped by the 3rd on that attempt from Danielle Strano. Again, Strano over to McQueen. Great touch by Jade Kovacevic. Great ball down the line towards the number 10, Chelsea Zavitz. And the ball is cut out for an FC London throw. Battle for the ball there, and the Tecumseh player has come out with the bit. Ball out wide, cutting in. Ball gets cut in, but is cut out by the number 2, Nicole Hogturp. And Tecumseh clear their lines. Mistimed 1-touch pass, looking for her counterpart. But here we have Nicole Nielsen on the ball. Into Jade Kovacevic. Scott over to DeCenzi. Ball's cut out, headed forward by the number 21, Hogturp. Strano now on the ball. McQueen back to Strano. Good battle here by Robin Scott and Natalie Hogter, both number 21. Ball played up to number 11, Aislinn Essebra. And the ball goes out for an FC London throw. We have Robin Scott on the ball there. Julia Benatti plays it over to Kayla McQueen with a beautiful dummy in order to get away from the defender. Great battle there, taking it past both those defenders. Physical battle there, ends up with an FC London throw. We do have a Tecumseh SC player down right now. It's number 8, Elizabeth Elliott. Looks like she's going to be okay and be able to walk it off. Crowd giving her a bit of support, while we do still have Julia Benatti down on the ground. And both players look all right, so we're going to continue with the game. Ball down to number 10, Chelsea Zavitz. Battle in the corner, cuts away from one defender, splits the two, cuts down, and the ball is out for a FC London corner. Corner taken quickly to Benatti. Benatti over to Zavitz. Zavitz takes a cross. Ball bumped by the number 8, Danielle Estrano. Ball's back in the corner with Benatti. Benatti puts a cross in, and it is cleared by the number 18, Katerina Ivakovidis. Madeline Mackenzie was able to get it back to Kayla McQueen, who's now able to put it into number 4, Julia Benatti. Plays it to number 9, Jade Kovacevic. Number 3, Jade Stamping on the ball, loses it out to Kayla McQueen, and now plays it wide for Danielle Estrano. Estrano now on the ball, plays it over to McQueen. Mackenzie playing it wide to her defender, and the back now to McQueen. FC London has been really adamant on keeping the most possession of the ball throughout the first 10 minutes of this game. Ball cut out by Kayla McQueen and played into Julia Benatti, who plays Robin Scott down the line. Plays it into number 11, Nielsen. Back to Nielsen. Scott on the ball, being attacked by number 11, Essebra. Essebra taking the ball from her, putting a ball in for number 3, Jade Stamping. This can be the first chance for Tecumseh FC, but number 7, Megan Scott, was able to get there before her. Danielle Estrano now on the ball. Ball played wide and back across to McQueen. Great touch by Robin Scott, but just got a bit away from her. The ball goes out for as it comes the SC corner throw-in. My apologies.
Thank you. There you go. Start there.
Vakovitis throws it in and is cut out by the FC London defender. Ball down, played to Esabra. Cut out by Scott. Played to Benatti, who plays it to McQueen. Over to Toronto now on the ball, plays it over to McQueen in order to keep the possession. And now they can mount a counterattack. Robin Scott on the ball on the left side here. Plays it into Kovacevic with a great touch in order to keep it down. Back to McQueen, who plays it over to Strano. Benatti on the ball, cuts away from one defender. Cuts away from another two. Strano into Benatti, who plays it over to McQueen. Who finds Nielsen in space, but tries to get it over to number 16. Mackenzie wasn't able to get there. Cut out by the number 20, Alex Mognan. FC London now with possession back, able to mount an attack. Ball over the top to Jade Kovacevic, taking on the number 15 defender, Katerina Kampa. Blows past her, squares it across the net, and number 11, Nicole Nielsen, wasn't able to get there in time. Ball cut out by the number 4, Benatti, who turns away from Natalie Hogturp. Beautiful 1-2, cuts away, shoots, and just over the bar. That would have been an amazing goal by Julia Benatti, but just grazes over the bar.
Zone during the game, we're going to find beer, drinks, snacks, and tonight, Amel hot dogs.
Lauren Gellner, the Tecumseh SC keeper, is in fact the captain of the University of Windsor's women's soccer team. Throw in for FC London. Thrown over to Zavitz. Zavitz taking past the first defender. Puts a ball in for Nielsen. The pass the move is shut down by the Tecumseh defenders. Ball cut out by Brianna Garcia, the number 17. For throwing, taken quickly now with the touch from Alexa Mognan. And out for the Tecumseh SC throw.
No, I watch it at home. Put it on my phone. Well done.
And the ball is now out for an FC London throw with Brianna Garcia now to take the throw. FC London now mounting an attack ball here with Julia Benatti. Taken away by the number 21, Natalie Hogturp. Pass just past Hogturp from Esabra. The ball goes out for an FC London throw. Garcia now to bring it back into play. Physical battle there by number 10. Chelsea Zavitz. And now a free kick with Nicole Hogturp over the ball. Ball's being misplaced in the midfield. Ball over the top, over to Esabra. So he has to take on Strano to get past her in order to get to the net. cuts back. Might be able to get a shot off. It's the first proper chance that Tecumseh SC has had in the FC London 16-yard box. Elizabeth Elliott now to the ball, over to Esabra, but the pass is just too far. It goes out for an FC London goal kick. An abundance of fans here tonight to watch this Thursday night clash between these two teams.
The other girl looks like her, I think we're going to point to
Yeah,
her.
but it looks to walk like
I thought I was
McQueen finding an outlet in Kovacevic, over to Garcia to mount the attack. With 17 minutes gone in this game, it has been all FC London with the occasional chance by Tecumseh. Ball with Hog Turf now. Looking for Samping, but just misses her. Strano able to collect herself and find her defensive counterpart, McQueen. Cut out by Natalie Hogturp. Over for number 13, Keela Brand. And cut out by Kayla McQueen. After taking a deflection, the ball goes out for a Tecumseh corner kick, their first of the game today. Taking it will be number 3, Jade Samping. Let's see if she can get a good cross into the box tonight. Good ball into the box, and it's met by Daniela Strano's head.
Oh my gosh, I'm good, thank you.
Another ball back into the box, touched by number 21, Hogturp. Battle there in the midfield with Julie Benatti coming out with the ball now, taking it upfield, taking on the number 15, Kempa. Just a little bit of a stutter step in order to get past her, and the ball goes out for an FC London kick. Corner taken quickly. Benatti now with the ball. Cuts it in. Great save by Gellner. Tecumseh able to clear their lines. Esabra taking the touch. Gets past 2 defenders. Kovacevic on her heels. Is able to, with a great move, to get past her. And coming from an offside position is number 11, Nicole Nielsen. Flags it, goes up for offside. Hogturp with the ball cut out by Benatti. Back with Hogturp now.
Yeah, man, coming hot strong. Yeah.
After a misplay, the ball goes out for an FC London throw.
Play Meg. Simple.
Ball over the top to Robin Scott from Chelsea McQueen. Esabra now on the ball, cutting into the defender to get away from her. Puts a ball over the top for Jade Samping. Emily Gillett coming out to challenge. And Gillett able to get the ball out for a Tecumseh SC corner.
Be careful what you want. I can't see a lot of things.
Cross in. And cleared by Danielle Estrano, who does get a kick to the boot. Foul called by the referee tonight.
It's a squirrel. It's one of those squirrels that doesn't have like any hair on its tail. It's made a nest.
Great touch on the chest by Robin Scott. Puts a ball in for Jade Kovacevic, who beats the defender to it, but is unable to continue with the play as Kampa was able to shield her away from the ball, letting Gelno get to it. Cross comes in from the number 5, Brooke McLeod, and goes out for an FC London goal kick. FC London under a little bit of pressure from Tecumseh right now, playing it from the back. Brianne Garcia now bringing up the ball on the right field side. Tries to find Kovacevic, but is cut out by a defender. Chelsea Zavitz now on the ball, cutting away from 3 defenders. Taking on the 4th, is able to get away from them after a little bit of a tough tumble, and the ball does go out for a Tecumseh goal kick off the foot of Chelsea Zavitz. Benatti able to get away from 2 defenders with a good pass over to Garcia. And now McQueen under pressure from Messebra.
And I'll put the sticker on the back.
Strano finds Garcia on the right side, who plays it into number 3, Kayla McQueen. And after Danielle Strano stops that aerial assault, the ball goes out for an for Tecumseh SC throw.
Well, this was actually their home stadium.
Ball into the 16-yard box of FC London and is now being cleared by number 20, Robin Scott, with number 11, Nicole Nielsen, now taking the ball off the field. Battle in the middle there with Nielsen. Natalie Hogter coming in there, dispossessing Nicole Nielsen from the ball. Nielsen back on the ball after getting a touch from her defender. Ball Ball played back from Geller, being challenged by Kovacevic. Mackenzie with a great touch in order to get the ball down, but goes to the Tecumseh team. And the ball goes out for an FC London throw.
You don't listen to them.
Oh my God, I'm the same team. I didn't know I never looked at it. I'm the golf team.
Ball over the top for Mognan, looking for Ezebrova, being cut out by Emily Gillette. Megan Scott controlling the game, having the most touches so far. Behind her is the one on the ball right now, Danielle Strano. Kayla McQueen dispossessing the number 5, Brooke McLeod, and puts a ball in for Jade Kovacevic, but unable to get there. And the ref calling for a foul on Kovacevic.
Oh wait, look in the middle.
I was surprised I hadn't
There's a nice ball.
Mognan dispossessing Benatti in the midfield. The ball now with number 13, Keel Brand.
Well done, well done. Nice pass. Keep going.
Julia Benatti able to get the ball away from the defender and out all the way to Garcia. Nielsen with a touch over the head, looking for Kovacevic, but not cut out by the number 2, Nicole Hogter. Advantage played by the referee with Jade Kovacevic on the ball. She shoots and she scores, ladies and gentlemen, off of a foul to play to the advantage and into the back of the net with Jade Kovacevic slotting home her second of the night. And you can get a sense of how close these teammates are, with Kovacevic now getting the ball in the midfield, taking two touches and slotting it on the right side. And immediately after scoring that goal, the entire team goes to check on the number 10, Chelsea Zavitz, after getting injured. And we are back underway. Half an hour in this game played already, and London is up 2-0. Ball played down for Samping, able to get the ball around her defender and herself. Bit of a miscommunication with Strano and Scott there, but the ball going back in with a touch and a beautiful block A beautiful save as well by Gillett. And the ball is cleared, only for a moment though, with no number 8. Elizabeth Elliott now on the ball. Hogter taking a shot, and Gillett stops it with her foot. Just stands in the net. Says, everybody, let's calm down for a second. As we can see here, the ball is inside the 16-yard box. Gets shot, and a beautiful kick save by Emily Gillett in order to get the lines cleared and keep the ball out of the net. Tecumseh have had glimmers of hope in this game so far. They've had pretty good chances when they're able to get the ball into the 16-yard box. And a handball is called on the number 21, Natalie Hogturp, as the ball pops up off her foot. Danielle Estrano to take this free kick.
Nice, Nicole!
Garcia and Samping in a race battle for the ball. Samping cutting off the outlet to the keeper. Scott on the ball, plays it to Benatti with Hogturp on her back. Plays the ball off for Kayla McQueen, able to get past the defender, but takes a little bit of a bump, and the ref calls for a foul. Kovacevic and Benatti discussing who's going to take this and how they're going to take it. Both with a right-footed shot, looking for an in-swinging ball.
Just like it was lots of work to do, and
And the ball just goes over top of the net by a shot from Julia Benatti. Gellner playing the ball to Hogturp, taking a bit of an awkward touch, but able to get back to Hogturp. Elizabeth Elliott on the ball, battling now with Chelsea Zavitz. The ball goes out for a Tecumseh throw. Pressure on Scott has to make her bring it back to Gillett, who plays it out to Robin Scott on the right. Some great one-touch passing link-ups from FC London with a ball over the top looking for Nielsen, unable to get there, but Kovacevic cuts it out, and it's a foot race to get to the ball and is able to get there before the defender. Ball is cleared out for an FC London throw. Scott over to McQueen. McQueen being challenged by Esabra. And the ball goes out after an awkward pass from Robin Scott.
Kayla, nothing over you, Kayla, nothing over you. Go on, Kay. Come on, Kay.
Yes, Kayla.
Well done, buddy. Catch, good one.
Nice.
Yeah, if you go Bobby, hands right shoulder.
Yeah, Seth. Oh, go up. Give it, buddy.
Go up, I'm coming. Hayes, leave it.
Kayla. Back first. Back first.
Vitas on the ball right now. Challenge by McQueen. And the ball goes out for an FC London throw.
Line! Come on, kill it. One! Yeah, inside, Liz, yes! Play over, buddy! Yeah, play over!
Benatti able to cut that ball out and play it to Nielsen, who plays it over to Zavitz, who finds Kovacevic, but is unable to get the ball as her and the number 15, Katerina Campana, collide. Kovacevic now back to her feet. And here we're going to see a replay of what happened there. As Kovacevic was about to take a touch, she was kicked in the back of the leg by the number 15, who also connected with the ball at the same time. The fans showing their support for Kovacevic, who was able to walk it off. Zavitz looking for the 1-2 link up with McQueen, who turns on the burners and is almost able to get there instead of number 5, Brooke McLeod. And the ball goes out for an FC London throw. Sampa over the hog turret. Pass just a bit too hard from Morocco Vitas to hog turret. Skips under her foot.
Ladies, shift, guys, shift! Step it up!
Scott finding an outlet in McQueen, who's able to get her over to Garcia.
Qualifying into 36th minute, Canada, Honduras is 0-0.
Heavy touch from Robin Scott. Gives the ball back to Tecumseh. Now with Esseber on the ball.
Nice ace. Nice ace.
Great one-touch passing yet again from FC London, who are able to find those link-ups very well.
Force back! Force back!
Ace step on, ace step on.
Look wide, look wide. Go, Cat. Nice, Cat. Go, Ace, go, Ace. Nice, Ace.
Sorry, ball.
And the ball goes out to Tecumseh SC throw in dismay of the FC London players.
That's got to be ours. Can't play my feet next time. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you got time. Go, go, go!
Another great save by Gillett after a pass slots through the defenders. Another great foot save by Gillett. She's been there for her team. As you can see, the ball gets slotted in between Scott, and a great dragging foot save by Gillett, and able to keep her team up 2-0. She's been there for her team when they've needed her. And now play is resumed with Megan Scott on the ball. Nielsen on the ball, with the ball getting chipped over to Robin Scott off the leg of the Tecumseh defender.
Look at Megan, look at Megan. Megan's going wide. Good.
Robin Scott directing traffic, telling somebody to go to the right.
Good ball, good ball.
You got it.
Battle for the ball there between Strano and number 3, Gelner, or Samping, my apologies. Estabra into Hog Turf. He plays it out wide for number 5, Brooke McLeod, who gets a shot off. And a great save by Emily Gillett. Again, being there for her team when they need her. The ball comes in on from the left. McLeod taking it on her left, and a great save to Gillett's left, being able to get down and crawl in that ball.
Nice pressure. Nice ball, nice ball. Go, Ace. Back. Nice, Ace. Easy, Ace.
Estabra Nielsen battling for the ball there. As we're closing in on the half, FC London have taken their foot a bit off of the gas, and Tecumseh SC have taken advantage of that and have started attacking more and more. Julia Benatti there is clipped by the number 21, or 20, my apologies, Alexa Moganen. Ball in for Nielsen, clip to Kovacevic, who clips it over to Zavitz. Zavitz taking on the third defender, cutting past her, and the ball being cleared by the number 2, Cole Hogter. Closing in on the ending moments of the first half, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Ace.
We've just been told that there's going to be an additional minute of added time. Scott, ball over to Kovacevic, but in an offside position. Ball played to Ivakovides. Mackenzie out to Scott, to Garcia. Ball looking for Estabra, cut out by Strano. Now with Robin Scott on the ball, plays it over to Megan Scott. FC London looking to hold possession to finish out this half. Ball in the middle, out for Benatti. Benatti cutting it in for Kovacevic, just a bit behind her. The ref blowing for halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Great display of possession and attacking by FC London in the first half, taking their foot a bit off the gas towards the end of it. and we'll be right back with more FC London coverage. watching the FC London broadcast or any of the shows on Rogers TV, then join the crew. Volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. Visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. A bit of a chilly night here today in London, about 15 degrees, but an entirety of possession played by London FC. There wasn't many chances for Tecumseh up until the end, the last 5-10 minutes of the first half. But then Emily Gillett, amazing saves, brilliant there, was able to keep her team in the game. And here we have the first goal from Jade Kovacevic, cutting away from the defender, taking the ball, speeding down the line, cutting in between the two defenders, taking it on her right, cutting into the left, and slotting it to the bottom left. Beautiful finish from an amazing, amazing goal scorer. And here we have the second goal, Jade Kovacevic getting the ball and slotting it to the right after a bit of an unfortunate incident involving. And the first save by Emily Gillett. Beautiful right footed save, and another one there. You can't ask for a better keeper in that situation. So before tonight's matchup against Tecumseh, Jade Kovacevic was coming in at 4 games, 354 minutes, and 7 goals. But now with her 2 goals in this game, she's bumped that number up to 9. There isn't much really you can ask for from a half like that, but to see what really isn't happening in the league, we'll take a look at the standings here. FC London standing atop the league with 4 wins with 12 points and a +5- ratio. And we have Tecumseh down in 6th with one win, 3 losses with 3 points, holding a -5 +- ratio. And now on the field warming up, we have Brienne Carrero, who's supposed to be joining us for the second half instead of Emily Gillett, giving her a bit of a break and giving Carrero some playing time. We've seen Carrero quite a bit this year as the 2 keepers have respectively split a couple of the games, so we know that Carrero is going to have the team in good hands. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with more FC London broadcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, bingo is nearly back. Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV, returning on September 13th. Cards are available at multiple London locations and are good for all 3 games. Weekly jackpots can total to $3,000. With the first half in the books, the highlights have been some of the best things we've seen so far. With 2 goals from Kovacevic and the 3 saves from Gillett. FC London's been all over the place. But like we've seen again, Kovacevic stealing the ball from the number 21. Cutting in between the 2 defenders. Taking it on her right, cutting into the left of the defender to cut off her path and slotting it on the left side of the net. Beautiful finish. And there's the little foul that happened with number 10, Savitz, and Kovacevic doing what she does and slotting it to the right side of the net. First save from Gillett. Great diving back save. This out coming forward, challenging, and able to squeeze the ball to the ground in order to keep it out. And this is the final save of the half, where she dives to her left in order to keep the ball from going into the back and making it 2-1. And ladies and gentlemen, right back, we'll be back with FC London broadcast in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the second half of this great matchup so far with FC London versus Tecumseh FC. Like I said before, we have Brienne Carrero taking charge between the sticks for FC London. It's a bit of it's a really chilly night, but it's a bit of a chilly night tonight with the temperatures around 15 degrees and the winds blowing here at the Hellenic Centre. I can only imagine how the players are going to be stiff and rough as we kick off the second half. Going in from playing in the first half to now going into the break and now coming back out for the second, how that's going to affect their legs and affect the rest of the game. McQueen now on the ball, playing it over to Strano on the left.
Exiting the game for your FC London number 00, Emily Gillett. Coming into the game wearing number 1, Bree Carrero.
Strano now looking for the ball over top to McQueen. Garcia now getting the ball away from everybody, turning away so that everybody can have some space. Chelsea Zavitz getting the foul there. Daniela Strano now on the ball with the back end, playing it over to Megan Scott. Now Daniela Strano back on the ball, looking to play it to the left over to Robin Scott. The ball goes deep into Tecumseh territory and out for a Tecumseh SC throw. Battle between Riviat and Bernardi. Bernardi coming out with the ball. Plays it to Esteber on the ball now, taking it, leaving it off for the number 21, Hogstep.
I really thought you were a fan.
Kovacic on the ball, sliding in, takes a shot and scores. Ladies and gentlemen, that is her third goal of the night. That is a hat trick for Jade Kovacevic. That brings her season total up to 10 goals this year in only 5 games. Beautiful play from the ball over the top through the defenders, and beautiful play and able to get her onto her right foot. Beats the defender on the foot race, able to get it onto her right, and shoots to the left side and scores. Beautiful finish from a top goal scorer. It took her a minute. It took her 2 minutes basically in the first half to get a goal, and it's taken her another 2 minutes here in the second half to get one. Clinical finisher this FC London team has in Jade Kovacevic. Ball going out for an FC London throw off of the number 5, Brooke McLeod. Kayla McLeod getting the foul in order to get the free kick out of FC London territory.
latte once a year.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it. I would never like
With this being Tecumseh SC's first year in League One, there was an article written about them saying that they want to be the Iceland of League One Ontario. It's they're sort of a small team, not too many people knew about them at the time, but now with them being in the league, there's a lot more that they can find in that league. And here's a yellow card being handed out to Nicole Nielsen, I believe, on that foul on Jade Samping. Referee telling Zavitz to give yards. Samping on the ball, plays it out to Ivakovitis. Strano battling with Riviet. And the ball goes out for an FC London throw.
Number 11.
Samping's ball cut out by number 21, Robin Scott. And respectively, number 21 for Tecumseh, Natalie Hodgder, collecting the ball. And the ball goes deep into London FC territory. McQueen on the ball, sending it over to Jade Kovacevic, and Tecumseh's keeper, Lauren Gellner, able to get out and collect that ball securely. Bit of a high kick, not too much distance. Benatti cuts away from the defender, goes towards net, loses the ball at her footing, and now Tecumseh are able to mount the counterattack.
Nice. Control. Kill. Have that.
And the ball off a foot goes out for a Tecumseh SC throw. Brooke McLeod now to take throw. Mackenzie stealing the ball from Hodgdirt. Bit of a physical battle there, and Hodgdirt clipping Mackenzie there. Especially in this cold, that's going to hurt a lot more, getting the studs to the back of the leg or the back of the heel. Michelle Scott with the booming kick down the field towards Kovacevic, who runs onto it and is able to get there past number 15, Katarina Campana. The ball just missed by number 16. Mackenzie looking to get her name on the score sheet today. We've got a substitution coming off. We had number 11, Aislinn Esabra, coming on or off for the number 30, Ella Greco. And we've got a second substitution coming in. We've got the number 15, Katarina Campana, who just lost to Jade Kovacevic in a foot race, coming on for the number 9, Megan Bornase. So the first substitutions for either team have been used, with Tecumseh using 2 of their possible substitutions and FC London using one of their possible ones. Ball now with McLeod, trying to clear her lines, and goes out for an FC London throw.
Alex, up here.
Right up here. got 20 yards.
Tecumseh trying to get some fresh legs onto the defender's side, the defensive side of things to try and stop the bleeding or stop the goal-scoring addict Jade Kovacevic is.
Yeah, you got Chad. Jade, beware of 4 up here. Come on, Chad. Turn that Jade! Come on, Cat. Come on, Cat.
Vakovides now on the ball, playing it back to Hodge Derp. Plays it to Greco. Over to Bornay. And cut out by Kovacevic. Those fresh legs aren't able to get away from her. Plays it over to McQueen. Plays it in for Benatti. Benatti squares up a shot. Thinks twice about it, lays it off to McQueen. Kayla McQueen losing out to Kayla McLeod. Advantage being played by the referee with FC London in possession. We have number 21, Robin Scott, who went down on a knee. Appears to be injured in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Looking to sort of stretch herself out in order to get back into play. A bit of sportsmanship there. You've got Garcia tying up Carrero's shoe just because she's got the gloves on. And we're all good to go to get underway.
I need a ball.
Ball into Nielsen. The referee issuing number 30, Ella Greco, the substitute who just came on, a yellow card for that foul she committed. The second yellow card being handed out today, 1 to each team.
Usually you try and get the card near the player.
Ball played as Kovacevic, who takes a touch away from the defender, cuts away from the second. Taking her deep into the corner, tries to cross in. Is able to get the cross in, but just past her teammate, McQueen. Gets it out to the number 10, Zavitz. And the ball does go out for Tecumseh SC kick.
Yeah, I never grew up playing soccer.
We have another substitution coming in onto the field today. Coming off for her is number 18, Katarina Ivakovidis. And coming on for her is number 12, Marissa Lefebvre. Ball splits the defenders, number 21, Hodgeshirp on it. Gets back with number 7, Queen Kalis, or pardon me, Megan Scott getting back and blocking her attacking option. You can hear the FC London faithful cheering as soon as FC London is able to get to that 16-yard box. Zavitz battling with Mognan for the ball. Ball over to Robin Scott, who's able to head it along for number 11, Nicole Nielsen. Tecumseh clear their lines only just for an FC London throw. Strano taking the kick, plays it into McQueen, but goes straight to Lauren Gellner. This time she gets a bit more distance to it. Great touch by Hogster in order to get the ball away from Mackenzie. Plays the ball over the top to the number 6, Andrea Riviere, but she's just a bit too far back on the ball there. And Brianna Carrero comes and collects. Benatti in the midfield now, putting the ball out to Robin Scott on the left, who plays a 1-2 with her. Benatti turning away from Wagner. The ball being cleared out from the 6-yard box. Zavitz with the ball now. Tries to center it. Gets it to Kovacevic. He cuts away. Shoots. And the ball's just tipped out with a beautiful save by Lauren Gellner. Getting a fingertip to that was immensely important. As you can see, Jade Kovacevic takes a touch and tries scooting across the net, and Gellner just being able to get a fingertip to it, pushes it out for corner kick. Corner taken quickly now with Benatti, putting a ball into the box and getting it cleared out by the Tecumseh defender. Hodgshire right now on the ball. Sends the ball down to number 6, Andrea Rubiat. Benatti on the ball, pushing against number 5, Brooke McLeod. Puts a cross in, and the ball's just too far for Jade Kovacevic or Kayla McLeod to be able to get into the back of the net there. Kayla McQueen coming from an offside position to collect that ball, in which the ball is given to Tecumseh for an offside kick. Brooke McLeod here now on the right side, playing it to Natalie Hodgter, who plays a 1-2 with her, cut out just by Brianna Garcia.
So then we'll do it in my house. And then I can either do yeah, I'll do it in my place. And either if it's nice, we can do it on the patio. If it's not so nice, we'll do it in the garage. If I say 5.
Ball on the far side now with Robin Scott, who's looking for Kovacevic on the run there. Finds her. Kovacevic shoots and pulls it wide. She pulls it wide right, going for the spectacular, and it goes out for an FC for a Tecumseh SC kick.
Laura's asking what she can bring. So I can keep it simple, like I can do like
Great work! Go!
Yeah. No, another week. Well, but I don't know if Julia will be home then, and we don't know if Laura coming back, right? You know. I am good. Sure, we can do
We have another substitution potentially coming up soon, with 2 players from FC London looking to enter the field. Strano takes the pass, plays it to Nielsen. Nielsen with a touch over the defender, attempts to put a cross in. Free kick called for FC London as the number 16 Mackenzie goes down after
I bet he just asked what time. It depends on what time you're going. If I ask you, we'll see if that works with Betty. It gives her time to be able to stay and go
we have number 21, Robin Scott, coming off for number 24, Sarah Vanderland, alongside number 20 for Tecumseh, coming on for number 16, Caitlin Barnes. Jennifer Hahn coming on for number 24. The ball sails over top the net on the far side to the right after taking that free kick. Goes out for a Tecumseh free kick. Brooke McLeod now on the ball, being chased by the number 3, Kayla McQueen. Mackenzie on the ball now, playing it into the 11, Nielsen. Nielsen challenging McLeod, having to force her to kick the ball out of the field for an FC London throw. Cross comes in and it is now cleared by number 2, Hodgter, but only foul called by the referee on number 4, Benatti.
What am I going to get from staying? No, my husband. Get up in the morning. Yes. Yeah. So there's a thing I was going to see that with you. I think they're donating to children. Yeah, no, it's something like Save the Children or whatever. Something like that because she was like up the grandkids or whatever else, and then they decided that it was have kids. I think it was. I can't remember. But they were children. I'll look it up again.
Nielsen on the ball now, turning away from two defenders. Attempting to keep the ball in, but is forced out by the number 6, Andre Riviat. McQueen's pass being cut out by the number 3, Jade Samping. And the header just goes into the box, controlled by Carrero, and just played out by the feet to Strano.
He said no, and I said, well, we did. Something like that. I don't
Brooke McLeod fouling number 3, Caleb McLeod.
Oh no, we're talking
McQueen there, my apologies. McQueen just giving the referee a little bit of words of advice as she's a bit of upset about that foul there. Number 10, Chelsea Zavitz coming off Pollard and 4.
No, we got it.
Number 15. We have number 15 back on the field now. Thalia Lewis coming on for number 10, Chelsea Zavitz. Hong playing it to McQueen, who's able to turn away from defender and play it back to the defense, but cut out by the number 13, Keely Brand. Game's getting a little bit chippy now with the abundance of fouls and free kicks being called. Samping sending a ball in, looking for Hoschup or McLeod. McLeod getting ahead to it, and Carrero just controlling the field and getting the ball out of her box. Strano now on the ball, playing it to Scott, who surveys her options and opts to play it back to her. Bit of an awkward touch from Julia Bonatti, playing it to Sarah Vanderland. Scott challenges Hogturp, but is unable to get there, and Hogturp's shot just goes over the bar. She scared the FC London defense there. Carrera was ready for it, but I don't think she was going to be able to get to it.
World Cup qualifier line, Canada and Honduras is tied 1-1 in the 71st minute.
Number 16, Madeline Mackenzie coming off, as well as number 13, Keely Brand for Tecumseh SC.
Let's go, Meg!
Mackenzie coming off for number 14, Juliana Popovich, along with Brand coming off for the number 23, Megan Murtaugh. Kovacic on the ball now. Tries to send a ball over to McQueen. McQueen gets the ball, is able to get the defender off of it, but the ball stops on the grass. And the ref says that on that incident there, the ball was gotten. Now Benatti on the ball. Cross comes in and collected by Lauren Gellner. It looks like we do have an injured Kayla McQueen on the field right now. With the cold weather and the break in the between, I think it might be starting to show signs of cramping. Here's the incident there. As McLeod went into the back of McQueen, she caught her on the back of the thigh there and was able to get the ball due to that situation, but leaving McQueen, on the ground. It appears as though the medic is going to have to come out for a brief moment to come talk to her.
For broadcasting tonight's game. Please check their broadcasting schedule for future FC London games.
Number 3, Kayla McQueen, able to get to her feet with the help by the medic. As you can see, clutching her back. We have another set of substitutions there. Number 8, Danielle Strano coming off, as well as it looks like McQueen is going to be coming off. McQueen off for number 19, Sadie Waite, and Strano off for number 2. Emily Shikulski. So Shikulski and Waite into the game for FC London.
They did two at the same time.
Louise now on the ball, shielding herself from Samping. Ball being played back to Sandra Vanderland. An attempt was made by Louise to get the ball over to the number 19, Sadie White.
Exiting the game for your FC number 3, Kayla McQueen. Also exiting the game, number 8, Danielle Stern. Filling into the game, number 19,
Beautiful one-touch pass from Kovacevic to get Waite and the number 15 Lewis into the attacking third of the half. Waite now with the throw-in. Finds Louise down the line, attempting to link up, but ball gets blocked off by Brooke McLeod and sent into the stands. Hong to Waite. Counterattack played on by Tecumseh and called for offside from the pass from Caleb Barnes, looking for, I believe, Andrew Riviat.
Well done. Let's go. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Hey, we can shift, right? We can shift.
Benatti playing it into Waite, who takes control of the ball and plays it wide to Zikolski. Zikolski back to Vanderlaan.
Let's go,
Ball off the knee of Hong all the way back to Brianna Carrero, who controls it with her feet and decides to play it into the number 14. Stamping with the cross on the free kick and going straight over top of the net.
And then she starts laughing. She just was so impressed that she got it.
Goal kick taken quickly to Scott, who plays it over to Vanderlaan. Just like we saw in the first half, the last 10 minutes of the second half is starting out that Tecumseh have been adding more and more pressure onto the back end of FC London. Vanderlaan with a pass out to Waite. Was able to flick it on, but only to get to Brooke McLeod on Tecumseh. Julie Benatti turning away from a defender. Luis sending a ball all the way to Kovacevic, who's then able to feed Nielsen. Waite and McLeod battling for the ball there. Going out for an FC London throw. Throw into Benatti, into her feet, but then cut out by the number 23, Megan Bertha. Ball played into the number 21, Hodgetart, but just a bit too far. Carrero comes out cleanly and calmly and collects that ball. Benatti loses her defender with a single shot move to the right, and taking it up the majority of the field, plays it over to the Waite on the right, who looks as though to play down to let her team catch up. Kovacevic with a nice back heel touch, taking on the defenders on the left, cuts back on her right, looks to find somebody else to get them on the score sheet, but then the ball's cut out and sent for an FC London goal kick, corner kick. Nielsen and Benatti both going to the corner for that quick corner kick that they usually do. But this time with Marissa Lefebvre coming along and disrupting the play. Benatti now stuck in the corner there, has to figure out a way to get out. Is able to split the two with Nielsen taking over the ball, but Samping comes in and cleans up. Ball in the midfield now with Caitlin Barnes, who looks to find number 4. Shikolsky takes the throw in, and Luis wins it back after losing it over to the Tecumseh defender. Luis, after blocking the ball, takes the body on the player, and the ref calls that for a foul. Samping down on the right side now with the ball, battling with Shikolsky. Looks to find Riviat, but Vanderland cuts it out, and the flag is raised up for offside.
As long as you dress like when I go on the pro games and it's snowing out, but if you're in like your snow pants,
No, she was dressed properly. She just her beer was sitting on the ledge. It was half slush. Half cold.
Yeah. Keep it in front. Yeah, yes. Come on, Egg.
Great touch by Benatti to lose her defender there with the back heel. Tries to find Luis, but unable to due to Brooke McLeod then clearing the ball. Greco back to Samping, who looks to play it wide for the number 12, Marissa Lefebvre.
Big Prince fan.
Nicole Nielsen with a swift move to get away from her defender, but immediately goes out of bounds. Coming to the end of the second half, ladies and gentlemen, we've got about 3 minutes left. Let's see if Tecumseh can pull back one of these 3 goals that they need. The pressure that they've been mounting has been a lot more imminent of a goal in these last 10-ish minutes. Brooke McLeod now the ball taken on Aaliyah Hong. Beats her on the left on speed, tries to cut around her, is able to, gets the cross in. Ball's bouncing around the 16-yard box, and it's cleared. Hong, Luis and Greco battling in the middle. Andrea Riviat getting away from Shikolsky, but her touch would be too heavy, and the ball goes out for a goal kick.
The one on the left is close.
With these last few minutes slowly winding down, I can only imagine the tiredness in the legs of those players who played the full 90, especially in this newly found cold that we're having in London right now. Greco with the touch and playing it to the number 23, Megan Murtaugh. McLeod over the top, looking to find Riviat. Vanderland and Riviat both colliding. couple of the FC London players don't like the fact that Riviat was the one who brought down Sarah Vanderland. Nielsen skipping away from Riviat, putting a ball into Luis. Kovacic now on the ball, playing in more of a false 9 role. Vanderland playing it over to Scott on the right. And we have entered the final minute of the 90. We wait to hear if there will be stoppage time or how much. And just now getting word that we will be getting 3 minutes of stoppage time, with the official throwing it up on the scoreboard. On his substitution board, my apologies. Benatti now looking to find Hong on the right, but the pass being cut out by Hong, now playing it into Waite. And Waite connecting with Shikulski, who immediately passes it off to Benatti in order to get away from Andre Riviat. Ball goes in, and it is a great save, a second grade save by University of Windsor's captain, Lauren Gellner. Ball goes out for an FC London corner kick. Benatti cutting in on her right, taking the shot. A little bit of a deflection. And Gellner again able to get that fingertip, just like before, able to get that save off and out for an FC London corner, keeping it only 3-0. Cross comes in. Almost rolls out of the 16-yard box with no connection. But Kovacic gets a foot to it and sends it wide to the left. This could potentially be the last kick of the game, according to the ref. Riviat with a touch to Hertog. Barnes over to Sampson. With another quick look at his watch, the ref might be blowing the final whistle here. Samping sending it wide for McLeod, only to reach Hong. Wait on the ball with McLeod coming in. And ladies and gentlemen, is the full-time whistle. Your final score, FC London 3, with a hat trick from Jade Kovacevic. Tecumseh SC 0. Great matchup between the two teams, but it is FC London who do come out on top with the absolute amazing display of dominance by Jade Kovacevic scoring her hat trick, now with 10 goals on the season in only 5 games.
Yeah, I gotta take his barbecue and
Well, another amazing display of performance by FC London. If you are interested in catching another one of their games, you could find it here at the Hellenic Centre on September 25th against Hamilton United at 6 p.m. And then as well with the men's teams, you have the men's FC London taking on Blue Devils FC September 17th here at the Hellenic Centre at 8:30 p.m. And for our next broadcast here on Rogers TV, we have the Sarnia Sting taking on your London Knights tomorrow at 7:30 at Budweiser Gardens. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. This has been FC London Women's Soccer here on Rogers TV. Have a great night.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Do you have something to share? Let everyone know about your next meeting, your need for volunteers, or your fundraising event on the Rogers TV Community Billboard. Send us your words and we'll bring them to life on Rogers TV and rogerstv.com. When it's time to spread the word, go to rogerstv.com to add your announcement to the Community Billboard.
I'm Wendell Clark with a word about winning. We all know it takes a team effort in any sport and with any challenge. You can be a part of the winning team that shuts out impaired driving. Whether you're out on the town or just hanging out with friends, drink responsibly. Always have a plan for a safe ride home for yourself, your family, and your friends. You'll be helping to shut out impaired driving.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
You're watching Rogers TV, London.